No matter what you do in life, basically, there'll be a negative part. I think it's more acceptable now than it was back in the day, but there'll still obviously be negativity.
Hi, my name is Cloud, and I want to discover the feelings about piercings and tattoos in society. Body piercings and tattooing are practices that have been carried out for many years and in a variety of cultures. In modern day society, the art of body modifications are becoming more popular, however they are not always viewed in a positive way. People with more than their general ear piercings and with tattoos are often frowned upon by a lot of society. Some people say a person is an emo, scary, unapproachable, violent or a criminal, attention seekers, whores, and many other horrible things. Often people with quite a few body modifications are seen as self-harmers and often told horrible things about how no one will ever love them and that they will never get anywhere in life. I personally have experienced a lot of negativity and hate because of my modifications and style. People telling me that I should never be happy and I should just cut my wrists instead of getting my facial piercings done because no one would see that, and so much more. Even though this is hard, I never let it get on top of me, so I want to help others in a similar situation to me. I personally believe that the hate towards piercings and tattoos is wrong. Many people think that people with piercings and tattoos aren't good people, when generally they're the nicest people I've ever met. They're the least judgmental, and they're understanding, helpful, and very friendly. We don't judge people who don't have piercings and tattoos, so why should we be judged for having them? This hate towards them is not necessary. Today I will be speaking to a variety of people, including piercers and tattoo artists, about their experiences with piercings and tattoos, and any views and experiences about the negativity on the topic.
I have, I believe, 7 piercings, and it's hard to count my toes, but it's going to be a lot, probably in the 20 sort of.
I have my full arm, my back, part of my back done, my ribs, thigh, bum, feet, neck, back and neck. I think that's about it. And then my piercings, I have about 20.
I've got 3 piercings, and I don't know how many tattoos, a lot.
I have 3 piercings and that's 12 tattoos.
What are your favourite kind of piercings to get and to do?
To get, I would say, well, my favourite ones I've got already, I'd say, are my tongue and my genital piercings, just because I find them the most fun to use. The ones that are more fun are the ones you don't get in those often, so like genitals or people that want something different.
One I've got done, I love my valley piercing. Hope it's okay.
Yeah.
I like doing belly buttons.
When you've got any piercings or tattoos done, did you ever worry about how you would be perceived in society?
I did when I first had it done, because I didn't get my arm done until last year. Just because I was so dead set against what other people think.
Yeah.
And so I had all my tattoos hidden.
I didn't think about it too much. I was like, I don't really care what people think about me. If I want a lot of tattoos, I get them. I don't care. I don't think about other people's. I don't think about me.
I didn't have any worries myself because my family and friends have always been in the sort of industry. Obviously it is looked upon differently than other industries, but for myself it wasn't really an issue because I've always been surrounded by people that are in it.
So is that how you were able to get into the industry yourself?
Generally, yeah, like it was a hard thing to get into, but I've always wanted to because obviously I was surrounded by people that were in the industry.
And what would you tell a potential customer if they're having concerns about the modifications and how it would affect their life?
It's not modification, it's for them, it's not for anyone else. Obviously, society don't necessarily accept every sort of modification, so we always suggest to them, if they're getting like hand, face tattoos, facial piercings, obviously it probably will affect them in the workplace, in normal life. So sometimes we'll either try and talk them out of it or suggest other things they can get. Obviously we don't want to have to do that, but obviously society doesn't necessarily agree with everything and we don't want it to affect them in their life.
If they said to me they wasn't 100% sure, I would tell them not to have it done and to go away and have a think about it, because it is on the body for the rest of their life. And if we get people coming and ask for tattoos on their face for their first tattoos, and a lot of people don't think before they have it done, and then it leads to regretting and then them blaming us essentially. A lot of the time if something goes wrong or they don't like it, they blame us, when realistically it's not our fault, it's just that they don't like what they've had done.
What is your personal opinion on piercings and tattoos? Like, what do they mean to you?
They don't mean too much. Like, what I've got is all like what I really like.
They mean different to everybody because obviously they're unique to yourself. It's decorating your own body, it's a type of art and self-expression.
I love them all my life and I don't regret them. And I don't feel like I have enough. It's a way to be. That's why feeling devotion. It's a way to represent yourself and be unique.
Personally, I love them. Like, I can't force everyone to love them, but I love them personally, and I love the piercings. I think if you can make yourself feel better by having something done, then why not? People have boob jobs, liposuction, facelifts to make themselves look different or to make themselves feel better. Why not? If I don't want a facelift, why not have a tattoo if I'm going to make it make me feel better?
Have you had or heard any stories from customers about why they've got a certain piercing or tattoo done?
We get a lot of people come in. Most personal ones are things like children's names, when relatives are passed, things like that. We do have stories where people have had operations and they've gotten a tattoo to hide scars, or even we've had people actually have tattoos to enhance the scar so people can see it. A lot of people think it's silly, it helps people heal, but it does.
Usually it's just because they want to express themselves differently than everybody else. They don't want to necessarily look or be like everybody else.
Feel that if someone had piercings and tattoos, it would make them less approachable?
No, not at all.
Okay
I'm
then.
a friendly person, I have a friendly smile, as you can see. I'm a very approachable person. And hey, I'm tatted and I'm here.
They can change people's views on people, but again, it's like people wear different clothes, they have different hairstyles, and obviously they have different body modifications.
As much as people think it is, like, a lot of people say to me, "Oh, you look scary," and I didn't think you'd be like you are, but I am still the same person I was before I had all my tattoos.
In society, it's considered unacceptable to have piercings and tattoos. Do you agree with this?
I don't agree with that, but sometimes I do. I have seen in Sainsbury's like a guy with the whole body covered with tattoos, and I was like, that's looking really cool. And he was a bit scary, of course, but it doesn't feel like I don't want to shop here again.
I don't agree with some people's opinions on it, because I've had experiences where I've had a lot of people come up to me and say things, and all because it's their perspective and things like that. But people say things to me nasty, and people say good things. But I think everyone's opinion shouldn't be based on their opinion, and no one else should have this different opinion in their eye. I understand we're a lot of society now where a lot of are heavily tattooed now, but I understand the older generation wasn't. And the older generation do hesitate when they see someone heavily tattooed, because when they were younger, someone that was heavily tattooed was classed as a thug or part of a gang. And I understand that it's still in their head that that's the reason why people have them.
I think generally within the workplace that is an issue. Hopefully it'll be more acceptable.
Are there any experiences where you've received judgment in society about piercings and tattoos that you wish to share?
I've had a couple. It's a lot from the older generation. I had one not even over a week ago where I was in an elevator with my mum. My mum's not heavily tattooed at all, and we were sitting in this elevator and an old guy came up to me and said, why would you do that to your hair? Well, you can do it, it falls out. And I was like, well, the same reason I'd do this, and pulled up my sleeve. And he was like, well, why would you do that to yourself? Like, that's horrible. And I was like, well, why? He was like, well, what are people going to think? What are your children going to think? I said, well, my children are going to see it from the day they're born to the day I die. It's going to be no different. I said, nothing on me is offensive. Like, anything is on me, you'd see in everyday life. I have roses, I have butterflies, you'd see that in every day. I said, anything that's on me is not going to offend my children, it's not going to get my children in trouble, nothing. I said, by the time I have children, tattoos are going to be everywhere you look. Tattoos are everywhere. You walk down the street, you see people with tattoos all the time. It's just something you see now. And after about 20 minutes talking to this guy, he ended up saying to me, like, I've never sort of thought about it that way, and I'm sorry for approaching you and saying like what I said. He said, but I didn't expect for the way it came out. I said, yeah, but I know, but I do get I've had arguments with customers who've come in and turned around and said to me, what are your children going to think? And I turned around and said, well, what are my children think? My children are going to look at me. I'm in a good industry, earning good money. You do get a lot of people assume that when you are walking around in the street that you are going to mug them or you're going to say something to them. But realistically, all you want to do is get on with your own business exactly the same way they do.
I don't know what happened in that day, but like 3 people came to me, like, what do you think what you're going to do when you're going to be older? Like, how are you going to look like? I'm happy in my skin, so it's no one's business what I'm doing with my body.
People would make comments, they would like, oh, why are you doing that? You know there was judgment, people would look at you just slightly differently. I've usually got some scarification as well, and that's quite frowned upon a lot. Like, a lot of people are just like, oh my god, why would you do that to yourself? It doesn't make you feel great, just because obviously it's nothing to do with them. Like, obviously you're your own person, doesn't affect them, so they shouldn't. Obviously they've got an opinion, but you don't really need to know their opinion, especially that negative opinions.
After speaking to the lovely people, I have found out that this is a large issue within society, and often people overlook and misunderstand the beauty, art and expression of piercings and tattoos. People are too quick to jump to conclusions and judge other people. With a large and still growing amount of low self-esteem and low confidence in society, judging people who do have piercings and tattoos as a form of self-confidence because their modifications are a way to make them feel better about themselves and to boost their self-esteem. Criticising people who do have piercings and tattoos is thoughtless and should be stopped. We modify our bodies, society needs to modify itself. Modifying society.